versus North v South. London versus Manchester. Wonderwall versus Barclay.
What do you think of Blair these days?
Oh, this is our destiny. Actually, this is what it's known as. Come on, you Blue. Come on, City. It's Manchester against London. It's Guardiola against Tuchel. It's Manchester City against Chelsea. And we
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. You?
Good, yeah, very well, thanks, dude. Not too shabby. I'm just going to put this in as just for a minute. Just while I get everything sorted. Oh. So obviously we are live.
Indeed.
We've been live for 30 minutes. So obviously we've not got the big welcome because we've been open now for 30 minutes. If anyone is watching, then this is how it works beforehand. But yeah, how's your day been, man? All right.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm looking forward to the match.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's got the game on. I better turn it down, otherwise we'll get done for copyright. But yeah, not too bad, man. Yeah, it's been all right, mate, and I can't wait for the match to kick off. Just to say that obviously Brentford went up earlier on.
Yeah,
fantastic for them. New blood in the Premier League since 1934 in the top division.
Wow.
Found out today, so that's
Indeed.
quite a stat.
Brentford.
Yeah, look forward to seeing them next season. Yeah, so this should be a good one. I'm just gonna sort me bits out because obviously when we're live, we do our bits on the fly. So I'm gonna crack on with that.
While you're sorting that out, I'll read out the lineups.
Yes, by all means, man. Yeah.
Yeah. So Man City, they're playing Ederson in goal, of course. Walker, Stones, Ruben Diaz, Zinchenko, the back four, pretty much their go-to back four these days.
Yeah.
Then we've got De Bruyne, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, and Sterling, and Foden.
Nice.
And the way it's lined up on
Good
the
system, innit?
team sheet is Sterling playing as a central striker in
Really?
a 4-3-3 formation. Yeah.
That shocks me. That I
And
don't think it would be that, but fair play.
Yeah. Chelsea, pretty much their first choice team now. No surprises. Mendy, James, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Chilwell, Mount, Havertz, and Timo Werner up top. Sparrow fought for Tammy Abraham. Not even made the squad. Not even on the bench. Shocking.
It is, isn't it, when you think about it. I thought he'd earned it enough to even just get on the bench for crying out loud. But that's, I don't know. Will it come back to haunt them? We will see because he's got that pace. He's got that, that spirit to go. We'll see if it affects them for sure.
Yeah, so obviously they've got Giroud they can throw on for a lump into the box, but
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, obviously Oliver Giroud, obviously he's prepared for games like this. Now when Cross comes in, he's in. 100%. But yeah, it does shock me, Abraham not being there. But
okay, so having good lineups, you're sticking with your prediction 3-1 win to Man City?
Yeah, just reluctantly. But yeah. I mean, I can't not say otherwise. To be honest, I think Man City will overcome. I know they did beat Chelsea 3-0 at Stamford Bridge earlier on. The season just gone. Of course, Frank Lampard involved, but under new management, I can't see anything else. To be fair, I think it's. I think Chelsea have played well in those two games when they've won, but I just think Man City have figured them out. They'll be ready. Pressure's on Man City, I think, more because it's their first opportunity. They're just going through the lineups now just to confirm what you said, really.
We'll be at the live stream for you.
Yes, we'll be the live stream. If you want to watch it on the side, everybody, you can actually go to the BT Sport website or the YouTube channel, either one. They're both broadcasting the Champions League final live. But obviously, we know the commentary can be a bit drow sometimes. So by all means, listen to us, stick with us, and we'll get you there. All right.
I mean, let's face it, what would you prefer, Steve McManaman or the gentle tones of me and Paul Seymour?
Quite clearly, we are superior to former football players who know the game inside out. A fan perspective, if you will.
Well,
but
we are former Seagulls players, after all.
We are indeed. City Seagulls, Modown FC. Give a shout out.
They're just doing the coin toss at the minute to decide ends.
Yeah. We will see how that goes. So obviously throughout the stream, we'll be watching it, commentating. Of course, if a goal goes in, you can see it on your screens 0-0. And there's a couple of dots ready for goal scorers that might remain all the way through. Hopefully not. We want it filled with names. But if that is the case, then that's where it is. But yeah, we'll keep you posted as we go along.
Indeed, we will. We just have the Chelsea line up on the screen at the minute. Just backing up what I said. Werner up top on his own. I guess very much Chelsea going to be playing on the counter-attack, try and utilise Werner's pace, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh, I think so, mate, yeah. Because like I say, he was on fire, wasn't he, in Germany? So the chances of him that happening again soon, hopefully for him at least, and maybe in this final.
Maybe. I've called it. This is going to be the turning point for him.
Have you changed your mind on the your final result, or are you sticking with it as well?
I'm still going 1-1 at full time.
1-1 at full time.
Extra time.
Man City to win, not penalties.
No, I reckon they'll win in extra time. I reckon they'll sneak in.
Yeah,
Raheem Sterling rebound because he'll obviously he'll flop the first shot.
He does love a rebound.
Rebounding.
Yeah, this is true. He does love a rebound.
You currently have the players taking a knee for the BLM that they're still showing support of.
Yep, indeed. And obviously very important. And obviously all the fans are back as well, which is good to see.
Yes.
You know, so slowly we're getting back to normality, slowly but surely, which is good.
But surely. And then we're off.
And we're off indeed. De Bruyne is the first one to kick it over to Stern on the left. Intercepted early by Chelsea. Aspilicueta got it back. And lots of booing going on for defensive play. But Man City look more aggressive. They're at him. They're attacking them, aren't they?
Yeah, they're getting straight into them there.
So you're really good, still sporting the mask, unfortunately for him. But
I think it's more of a fashion statement these days.
Yeah, like the mask of Zorro, you know.
Hopes it threatens the attackers.
Yes. So can you imagine it coming at him? I mean, someone wearing a mask because I was trying to attack them, I'd run away, to be fair. So Sterling back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne still got it. Good pass. Zachenko. Yeah, so it looks like obviously there's more Man City players in the Chelsea area than the other way. They've got control of the ball at the moment. If it's a high-tempo game, do you think Man City will be able to keep up the pace?
I think so. They've done it all season, haven't they? And they haven't really dropped off towards the end of games at any point. They're just relentless, which I guess is a credit to Pep's training methods, really, more than anything.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's obviously been great success over the years, of course, but at the same time, he's got that. He's like an evolutionist, isn't he? Like he can go with each team. Alex Ferguson was like that as well. That's why he's so successful, as much as he was. So,
yeah, a couple of cheap fouls that Chelsea have given away early.
Oh yes, just to let them know they're there still.
Yeah. Thomas Tuchel wasn't impressed by that decision.
Oh yes, of course. The second year in a row for him as a finalist. Obviously, was with PSG last year. Unfortunately, came up short, just by the one goal. But under one, taking out Jorginho. But will this be it? Can he turn it round?
Indeed. Well, they need to. Having lost the FA Cup final, I mean, this basically their whole season comes down to this game at this point, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they qualified for the Champions League, even though they lost in the last game of the season. So whether they really wanted it or not, whether they just put all their eggs in this basket, I don't know. But they done that by the scruff of the neck. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. John Stones has been outstanding this season as well. I've got to give it to him. He's had to fight his way back in that squad, and he's done it well. Yeah. So now Chelsea are the aggressors.
I think it's a good thing for the England team, really. John Stones playing alongside players like Ruben Diaz.
Yes, 100%. You kind of need him in a team like this, don't you? Really, just to kind of just to be that powerful. I mean, that time he saved the ball off the line, of course, against Liverpool last season. 3 seasons ago now. Crikey, that's gone back a bit, hasn't it? Just to say, we are endorsed by the Pixel Pagan. That'd be me. We're not endorsed by the drinks we're drinking. I've got a soft drink, no doubt. You've got a more slightly alcoholic beverage, Mr.
Yeah, I've
Frost?
got a squash.
A squash? Okay.
Mm.
He's gone light. He's gone all Milner on me.
Yeah, we've got Chelsea, ball in the box.
Indeed.
And
One is him.
by the keeper.
Passes it. Oh, when it's still keeper. Straight onto it.
It's good deflection actually from the Man City
Yeah.
defender.
Yeah. Great tackle. Just what they needed. Of course, my player of the season.
Yes, indeed.
But things like that can win you things. Just simple that. Just little, getting involved when you need to be. So.
Yeah, and he does it so well.
He does. He's very good at it.
Just the reading of the game. Like, he doesn't have to be. He's got skill, although he doesn't need it because he just reads the game so well.
Yeah, exactly right. There's just something about it, isn't it? But he's just got, which is good. Yeah. So far, so good. It's still 0-0, of course. 4 minutes, 25 seconds if you are catching up with us. If you are watching along with us, please just drop us a comment if you want to ask the minute. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my ticker to work today. My ticker is a bum ticker, if you will, and it just wasn't working. So, unfortunately, I couldn't make it work. But yeah, we will be doing timestamps throughout the game as well. So, coming up to the 5-minute point. Feeling each other out. Only Chelsea really have had a half chance, if anything.
Yeah.
But
the game's going pretty much as you'd expect it at the minute. Man City just knocking it around towards the back for long periods.
I surprised both teams in the home kit.
Yeah, yes. The dark blue versus the light blue.
Yeah. Now, I think it kind of works because obviously the shade obviously stands out more on either side, really. So you can tell, can't you, which is good. Yeah, there we go. Chelsea on the run now. Take it down to the byline. Good tackle by Gundogan.
Yeah, very good tackle.
Oh, no, it's not Bernardo Silva. I do apologise. I look like Gundogan from up here. I mean, I am like 6,000 miles away. It's hard to see.
From up here, you're in the gantries.
Exactly right, yeah. I wonder if commentators have little circles around the players with their names, like on FIFA or something. So every time they get the ball, they know.
A little sensible soccer map.
Yes. Sensible soccer, of course.
That was good play.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was good play. Thiago Silva's got that experience to hold it off, but Walker's brought it through. But is it a whistle blown? Yes, it is. What was the whistle blown for?
Not sure.
An earlier
Seems
tackle,
like a
maybe.
foul by Walker somehow. But
Walker don't seem happy with it, does he?
Seems a bit of a light decision, that.
It is. I'm trying to think, has Thiago Silva won any Champions League before? Because he went with Paris Saint-Germain from AC Milan, didn't he? But I don't think he won anything with AC Milan in terms of European Cups.
No, I don't think so.
So I'm not too sure if this will be his first cup if he ends up winning this himself.
I think it might be. I'm not 100% sure, though.
We'll see indeed. So it's quite a calm game so far. 6 minutes, 53 seconds in. Man City playing the ball round. Zinchenko now got the ball. Azpilicueta was on him around about the halfway mark. Azpilicueta's quite high up. John Stones now with the ball from Kyle Walker, and then back to Edison, the keeper in the Man City defence. I think both teams have attacked somewhat. They have not been quite bullish at the start. They're kind of feeling each other out still, aren't they, really?
Yeah, and there's a chance.
Over the bush. Straight to Sterling. Yeah. Sterling's in. He's got it. Oh. Kept out.
Yeah, good defending.
It was.
Good run from Sterling. That's it. He's so good at the run, getting in that position. Yeah. It's just the end product is just so lacking.
Yeah, and he's had his moments in the past where he has done well in that department, but especially this season, you could tell, hasn't it? It's not been quite on it as normal. Yeah. But it's a corner now to Man City. Phil Foden hovering over the ball, ready to take it. And we're left foot in swinger.
Yeah, cleared, and whistle's blown.
There we go.
Referee spots a foul in the box, and the first corner of the match, of course, that was. It's come to nothing.
Indeed. Yeah. If you're a betting person, you can keep up with it that way.
Yeah, of course. Bet 365. How many corners?
Bet 365.
Let's see. Chelsea trying to get the ball clear, struggling to do so, and I've just given it straight back to Man City here.
Yeah.
Who
Straight on it,
are
aren't
just
they?
now starting to dominate the ball, City.
Yeah. Yeah, we might see this. I mean, they've in the previous games, we've seen Man City did dominate in times, didn't we?
Yeah.
But then obviously it turned around for Chelsea, of course. Chelsea intercepted up the front.
Nice bit of play to keep the ball for a minute or two there from Chelsea themselves.
Yes, indeed. Yes, good play indeed. And at the top, I want a bit go. Missed kick there from John Stones.
Oh, hello.
Straight to Havertz.
Oh, a bit more composure. He might have a good chance there. Sterling's on the break.
It's getting a bit tight now. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot.
A bit more end to end now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice 100%. Ball. Great defending. Chelsea defender slides in, clears the cross.
Mm.
This is what Man City are very good at. They'll hit you with a quick break, but if it comes to nothing, they just revert back to just gently passing it around and then suddenly launch forward again.
Mm. I think that's the frustrating thing for them, isn't it? Like for any team playing against them, they've just got that. They've got that patience, you know. So. There we go. Let's see. That occurs.
Oh, God, it wasn't even deflected. It was just a miss hit from Werner.
Mm.
Maybe you have to rethink that earlier prediction.
Well, it can happen, man. Happens to the best of them.
It does. It does.
All right, we're just into the 10-minute and 34-minute mark. And Man City gently passing them around. It's already been 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's kind of flown by, hasn't it, really? But
it's been an enjoyable 10 minutes, despite no goals.
Yeah. Yeah. I think because obviously they're both from the same nation. You find like when the two Spanish clubs, two German clubs, etc., they kind of know each other's game quite a bit, so they, they kind of prepare a little bit more. So they're kind of a bit more. I mean, like Liverpool, Tottenham, we've seen it last, 2 seasons ago. It was a very quiet game, ended up winning 2-0. First was a penalty, of course, and obviously then near the end. But it was I think Tottenham had a good chance in that game as well. So I think because they know each other. But I just thought Dave Mason Mount was pulled there by Gundogan. So it's a free kick. Already been taken, of course. So,
Chelsea just manoeuvring the ball around defence themselves, trying to take a page out of the City book.
Indeed.
Before launching the ball down to Werner, who is going to keep that in, and he's on the byline.
He is indeed. He's in. Oh, Kante couldn't quite get hold of it.
Yeah, it was a nice cutback of that.
It was. And now Man City look like they're on the break, but a little bit too much. Referee also in the way. Rudiger passes it up now. We'll see. Controlling the ball quite well, I think both teams are. They're not, apart from the odd, miss hit every now and again, they're controlling the ball well. But I think it's more Chelsea adapting to Man City's style more so than the other way around. So
it's a nice ball out to the Chelsea left wing, nods it down well.
And that's it. Offside.
And it's offside.
Unfortunately. Promising
move comes to nothing.
Oh, yes. That was our Ben Chilwell, who obviously would have felt disappointment probably for his old team. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, well, been a good signing for Chelsea, would you say, Chilwell?
I think so. I think he's done really well. For his first season, at least. He's obviously got a lot more to do. Got a lot more in him. So don't go down the same route as Danny Drinkwater. Water even. Yeah. Walker. Because I see him walk on the ball.
Well, he's already done better than Danny, unfortunately for Danny, of course.
Yeah.
His chances were just scuppered by injury, really. It wasn't a reflection of how what he was as a player.
Oh, no. No. In that title winning season, he was vital in that squad. But I think everything happens for a reason, as they say, don't they? So obviously, it didn't quite work out for him. I think Jack Rodwell was another one, wasn't he? So much potential when he was at Everton, and when he joined Man City, he wasn't quite on it. But anyway, back to the game. They're attacking now. Mason Mount on the ball. On to the left to Chilwell. Werner didn't quite get it. He's now through again. Passes through to Werner. Can Werner?
Oh, gently knocked it to the keeper. It's a
Nerves.
big chance.
I think nerves got to him then,
Yeah.
The ball was just clattering under his feet, wasn't it? He didn't quite get his feet right before he shot.
So that was Werner, 18 yards out in the box. Should have scored. He's hit it straight into the keeper's hands.
Werner on attack
Chelsea
again.
are in the ascendancy.
Always go for a shot again. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Side netting. Now, if he'd connected with the first one, like he connected with the second, that would have been in the back of the net.
Yeah. Goodness me.
That's two chances for Werner. First, team effort. Second, good hit, side netting.
Yeah, space of 30 seconds as well.
Yeah.
But they're showing potential. They're getting in and they're getting the shot in, which is more important. There's one of them shots at some point must go in. It's got no choice, surely. So, well, you'd say that. I watched a game once where a team had 38 shots and goal and didn't score. So you never know.
Yeah, it's a Chelsea corner here.
It is indeed. Swinging in. Ooh, hands.
Well held by the keep.
I think Edison's confidence will grow as this continues to make these saves. Good move there. He's through. Oh, stop by Rudiger. A rock in defence.
That was De Bruyne going through. Took it round one. Couldn't go round Rudiger.
Yeah. Back to Silva now. He's controlling it from the back. Over to Azpilicueta, Chelsea's captain.
Can't have many more seasons left as Chelsea's captain. Azpilicueta, he's getting on there in age.
He is indeed. Obviously, it was a massive boots to fill. Obviously, no pun intended with John Terry. But fair play, he's took it on well.
Yes, but for a defender, obviously a right or left back, it's different if you're a centre back. Pace not as much of an issue, but
of course, yeah,
getting up and down the sides of the pitch is with age. It's going to get harder and harder.
It's only really keepers that can really last into their. Well, Ronaldo's proven me wrong for that, but they usually last into their late 30s, 40s, don't they?
Yeah, well, Ronaldo's an anomaly, isn't he? He's not the.
Yeah, he's not a normal person, is he? Not a normal footballer. But and Dyson with danger here for Chelsea. Man City, just got the ball out, but again they're attacking him. James is on it. He's got the ball off him. Back to Thiago Silva. Looked a bit feisty there in the Chelsea end. And now there's a counter attack coming on. Mason Mount on the ball. Walker's propping with him. He's got over the bush. Straight to Werner. He's got two men on him. Zinchenko behind him. Chilwell can try cross it in. Can Kante go onto it? Ooh, a small player on the pitch. Yep. Kante is amazing at many things, but being on the end of a header in the box is probably not what you want.
Nice attack though from Chelsea.
It was.
I have to say, in these first 18 minutes, I'd say they've been the better team so far.
Yeah, they've troubled the keeper more, haven't they? There's been opportunities for them. And fair play to Kante. Actually got into the ball. Mind you, he is against Sterling. He was his competition. So it's like, two hobbits going for the ball. But
dwarf versus midget.
Indeed. It's now Man City playing away from the back. John Stones is on the ball. Slowly building up here. And the one now. So how many fans are in the stadium? Did they say at the start? I didn't quite catch it.
I also have not had the commentary on, unfortunately. I'm sticking to our commentary.
Yes, of course.
You can have a look at the stands and you can care to hazard a guess.
I don't know, I'd probably say about 10,000, maybe 5 each. They're quite well spread out.
It is, isn't it? It's very well spaced. Done well, it looks like. Hopefully by the time the next season starts, there'll be no restrictions and it'll be full fans.
Fingers crossed, yeah. All across the globe, hopefully as well. Be interesting to see how the Euros pan out. I'm assuming they're going to have limited fans like this, but we'll see. I know Germany is still quite hard at the moment, lockdown wise. But here we go. It's back to John Stones at the back. So they're on the midway point of the pitch. And the Man City are in control of the ball. They're holding a high line. If there's a counter-attack here, I think they'd be in danger. But they're passing the ball quite well.
Well, I'd say they've got the confidence to do it, haven't they? They're just like, well,
Yeah.
we won't use the ball.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
We'll have our line as far as we want it.
Indeed. Well, when
18-yard box.
yeah, you don't become champions of England or anything really if you're playing conservative football. So, I mean that's what holds Man City in good stead, really. Zinchenko now got the ball, tackled well by Werner. Werner's back in defence, doing a bit of defensive duties. Back to Ruben Diaz. To be fair to Werner, I'd be on the midway point if it was me. I was renowned for my opportunistically moments. I was called a goal hanger at school. I'm more called an opportunist, but yeah, that's what I'd be in a moment like this. One slip and then one lofted ball, you're off.
Especially with Werner's pace, he's not short of a hint of speed, is he?
Indeed, exactly right. Exactly right. So again, Man City defence are playing out. They've gone to the midway point. Bernardo Silva just hanging behind Gundogan. Tackle to Mahrez.
That's another foul. And then we cut to the Man City subs. Sergio Aguero looking none too pleased to not be starting, clearly.
I tell you what, 2 or 3 years ago, he'd be your first name on the list, wouldn't he?
Of course, yeah.
So
he's still not a half bad sub to bring on if they need a goal, eh?
No, I tell you what. Well, we've seen what we did against Everton, didn't you? Fantastic against Everton. So we will see how that pans out. And hopefully he gets a game tonight. He's got to have a game tonight, surely. He's got to be involved somehow.
Yeah, of course he will be. Man City just knocking it around the midfield. And
good interception.
Yeah, very good.
That's how they want to see. That's how they need to play with. They keep it close-knit. Werner's lost the ball, unfortunately. Now Sterling's on the pace. He's running. De Bruyne has made a run to the left. He passes to... Oh, no, is it De Bruyne? Or yeah, it's De Bruyne. I keep getting mixed up between him and Zinchenko. He's got the same hair.
The twins.
The twins. I don't think Zinchenko's even playing, is he? I've been saying his name.
No,
I don't even think is he. Oh, he is playing.
He's
Thank
playing,
God for that. I thought I've just been saying his name randomly, just hoping for the best.
Playing at left back. He's very rarely touched the ball, to be fair, in this game so far.
De Bruyne has got like a boot offside there, yeah. So offside there. Interesting to see Chelsea aren't wearing their new kit today. They did wear it, obviously, in the last game of the season. They've gone back to their older one. Well, this season currently until the end of this game, at least. And obviously Man City haven't got theirs on either. So, yeah, they're honouring their current kit, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper's ball, boots up the field. The ball by Mendes, straight good kick there. Chelsea on the ball still. Man City fighting for it, but Ben Chilwell's prowling down.
Yeah.
Passes back, and it's gone back to the midway point with Thiago Silva in defence. He passes it to Aspilicueta on the right. And another build-up again. Havertz is building his way forward. Ooh, missed Mount, but it's got straight through. Oof. Nothing really involved in that. The defence had it cleared.
Yeah. Chelsea still maintaining possession, though.
Yeah, they're holding him on, aren't they? They've got the ball. They look comfortable. Man City not really getting close to them. James now into the box. Werner. Nice little touch. Got 3 or 4 players around him, though. Can't needs to break away from that. Into the box. Ooh, headed out. Well out there. I think by John Stones.
Yeah, but straight back to Chelsea.
Yep. They're pressing, which is what you need to do against Man City. Any team, I'll always say, just go. If you're playing a team like Man City, you got to go at them. Because if you sit back, you're looking vulnerable then.
They're out now. They've just done exactly what you don't want to do against Man City and just give the ball away needlessly.
Yes, so now he's drawn a foul. Walker feels like he's being attacked there. He's rolling around, holding his leg. Jorginho's in. A slight tap on the ankle. Mahrez feels like he's been shot. And it was shown an earlier moment where the header came out from John Stones. Solid header as well, that wasn't it? Really got it out.
Great clearance.
So if you just joined us, welcome to the Frost Seymour Experience. It's still 0-0. We are watching the Champions League final live, which is also on BT Sports YouTube channel and their website. Very nice one to give us for free. We're in the 23rd minute. Both teams been attacking, but mainly Chelsea have had the best opportunities by Werner. And
That's right.
yeah,
2 big chances for Werner. First straight at the keeper's hands, second in the side netting.
yeah,
Should have scored the first one, really. But yeah, seemed like he cracked under the pressure.
yeah. I
Cracks
was just
like an
watching a
egg.
bit of James and Sterling having a little dig at each other. I think Sterling wasn't happy the way James was going in on him, even though he was on all fours. And take that in football terms, nothing else. Thank you. Ball's being bobbed around. Man City are playing a bit of a danger. Go back to Ederson, kicks it straight out into the middle. That's the thing you got of Ederson, and he's got a good punt on him, even from a standing position.
You'd never be worried about going back to Ederson, would you?
No. Yeah,
Probably a better passer than half the league, to be fair, Ederson.
I think Ederson did play outfield for a bit, didn't he, before he became goalkeeper? Zedchenko. Yeah, I wasn't seeing things, so thank you for confirming that earlier. But dangerous game in defence. Kante's in. He's won the ball back for Chelsea, but then instantly lost it due to a foul. It's been drawn in, so referee has called that.
So foul on the right wing of Man City. Chelsea will whip the ball in here, you'd imagine.
Yeah.
Just a shame they don't have a Giroud in the box to...
Yeah. He'd be vital at a time like this, wouldn't he?
The centre-backs will be up, though.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's a nice sight to see, isn't it? Cutting away to the fans. Packed stand.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
It has. It's obviously been a devastating year for everyone across the world, of course. For me personally, I know for you and I know for a bunch of others, football has been like a bit of a saviour in many ways. So drop us from the sadness, and it's nice to see the fans now back in there enjoying themselves. So looks like it's going to be an in-swinger from James. Or it could be, it will be from James. Crossed it into the box. A good header, but didn't quite get enough on it by Havertz. Back out by Werner. Back out to James. There's more of a centre. He's gone back to Rudiger. He's on halfway, and then back to goalkeeper. So after all that, they've gone back to the goalkeeper. Hefty punt.
Yeah, launched upfield.
Yes, straight to the Man City defender. And controls the ball back to De Bruyne. And then back to Ruben Diaz, John Stones, and slowly building their way back up again. So we're seeing little flashes, obviously, of competition going on here, but we'll see if it continues. So 26 minutes and 4 seconds in if you are watching along. Quick timestamp there.
And Man City, once again, with control of the ball, just passing it around, waiting for their moment.
Indeed. Playing really well here. Sterling's taking on James. He looks like he's got past him. He's cutting into the penalty area. James, great vital foot in there. Controls the ball back. De Bruyne comes in and kicks it out. And looks like it's a goal kick.
Brilliant defending from James, that.
Yeah. He never gave up, did he? No. Came straight in. Didn't fail. Fair play. Look at that. Great stuff there from James. Stepping up perfectly. And obviously then De Bruyne boots it. I don't know. It looks like it come off James's foot then. So I could see why De Bruyne and Sterling aren't quite happy with that. But there we go. We're back on it again. They're attacking. De Bruyne is going into the box. It's straight to the box. And it is Foden. It looked like it was going to be chipped. But it wasn't. Rudiger with a great tackle there. Fantastic tackle there from Rudiger. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it was going to that bottom left-hand corner. You know, of all players you didn't want on the end of that ball was Foden. He's been quite an amazing season for him. And then Werner's been classed offside, and it's in the Man City left wing, I suppose you could call it. But yeah, great. We're just showing the replay now. He was heading me in that wing, but obviously that touch came off Foden straight to Mendy then. But Foden will have another chance. That won't be his last.
That was Man City's best chance of the half so far.
100%. Yeah. So really good with a fantastic tackle. Now the ball's bobbing around. Chelsea Kante now back to James. He's popping around the midway point. Aspilicueta, and they're going back to defence a little bit, trying to control it, the pace. Back to James on the right wing. He's decided to go back a little bit, go through the middle maybe. No, he's passing it down the right. It's back to Aspilicueta. So they kind of time with Man City. Look at the 2 or 3 players that just seem to be crowding it when it comes towards the middle.
They're
Back
very
to
much
Mendy.
trying to play Man City at their own game, the way
Yeah.
it's shaping up.
Yeah.
Are they good enough to do that? Well, they did beat them before, didn't they? So
They did. They did indeed.
Chelsea Man City's bogey team.
Wow, could well be, mate. Could well be. Overall, we've all got one.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, there's 28 minutes in. 28 minutes and 42 seconds if you're watching along. And Man City have still got the ball. Left-hand side. Shevchenko now. Back to Ruben Diaz. And through the middle to Bernardo Silva's on the ball. So a question, is my commentary coming through from the game, or can you only hear me?
I can only hear you.
That's good. Then this microphone was well worth it. Focuses on my mouth alone.
Money well spent.
Yes, indeed. So there we go. Coming up to the halfway point, and Man City on the ball. The pass down the right wing. Is that Mahrez? He's cut in well. He's cut in well. That was a Gaza moment there, wasn't it?
It was.
So Man City just had a chance. Outstretched the leg. Ooh.
That was not a foul. No. Says the
elbow
referee
to the face.
Play on. Sterling in the box.
Sterling's attacking. He's now in the box. He's trying to go for glory. Didn't quite make it out. And back to the goalkeeper.
That shot from Sterling very much sums up his season for me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Loads of promise at the start. Good run.
Yeah.
Shot straight into the first defender.
Mm. Yeah. Thing is with Sterling, he's very good at attacking the ball. Now, sometimes when there's an open opportunity for another player to score, he will pass. But then there's some times where he thinks there's an opportunity and he'll just go for it. And you sometimes, especially if you're a Man City fan, you're pulling your hair out thinking, why don't you pass? But obviously when it does come off, obviously he gets the glory then, of course. But
of course, yeah.
Right, 30 minutes in, you are watching the Frost Seymour Experience. Please subscribe to us if you haven't already. I noticed we had a few viewers dip in and out. By all means, ask us some questions, follow along, give us your thoughts on what you think your score will be. If you're currently watching along as well, obviously thank you. And obviously watch the BT on YouTube, BT Sport on YouTube if you want to watch the game along with us. So obviously Pep throwing out instructions on the side, but Chelsea press a little bit, slowly back to James on the right wing and back to Thiago Silva at the back.
Yeah, maintaining the ball well, still Chelsea. Although, as I say that, commentators curse.
Yes, indeed. Big game for De Bruyne. This is his chance really to step up and show why he's one of the best in the world, if not the best midfielder in the world, in some people's opinions.
Yeah, absolutely. There's been quite a few cheap fouls Chelsea have done to Man City, which might be, could be a tactic that they're employing.
Yeah.
It's working really.
Yeah, could well be.
Man City once again with control of the ball, going forward.
Back to Walker. Ooh. Walker's quite bullish, isn't he, when he's on the ball? He's lost it now, though, unfortunately for him. And back to Rudiger. And slowly passing in defence. There's no rushing from Chelsea, is there? Which is good to see from them. Not panicking.
Man City are hardly rushing to close them down either. They're giving them plenty of space.
Plenty of time and space, yes. Somewhat a concern. But if it stays 0-0, I think the second half going to be a little bit more, all gung-ho, I think.
Oh, we can only hope.
Hopefully.
We would like to see some goals.
Yeah, so 4-4 draw, 5-5 in extra time, then penalties. That'd be perfect.
Chelsea attacking.
But James is on the ball. He's running towards the middle of the pitch and obviously past to Werner. Werner's on the outside of the box. Can he get in the box? No, he's come out a little bit. Back to Kante. Over to Aspilicueta. Can he whip one in? He's looking like he's going to. He's holding it back now. He's passed it to James in midfield. Back to Kante again. They're not getting close to that penalty box. They're trying to filter it, but Man City doing well to press them back.
They're doing well, though. Just slowly probing, passing it, keeping the ball. Possession
the opportunity, aren't they? Yeah, that's what's vital. there's no panicking, which is good. But over the top ball, header back from Walker back to Edison's hands.
You see, as soon as they abandon that short passing game, they've lost possession of the ball.
Indeed. Yeah, it might have way offside that. That was even from 6,000 miles away, I could see that offside. I don't know if I'm actually 6,000 miles away or not. I don't know. I'm not pinpointing it, but probably close. Obviously, this game has been played at Porto. Originally, it was meant to be played in Istanbul, due to obviously COVID alerts and obviously anything going on over in Turkey at the moment. So they decided to move the final. Strange concepts. I was asked the other day, why not play at Wembley? 2 English teams, not far for the fans to travel.
Yeah.
Could have been an option, or if not Wembley, somewhere else, maybe neutral.
Yeah,
first yellow card.
Wembley is more of a London, Wembley, Chelsea, London team. Is that the reason? Maybe
Could have seen as more of an advantage to Chelsea.
They could have played at Villa Park. That's neutral.
Yes. What do you think of that, Nick? Do you think that was a foul?
I think so.
Yeah. Keeper would just show it to a fan getting his binoculars out.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva's on the ground. But going to want his gone back for a water break. Man City fans look a bit impatient. They want their team to blitz.
That's what they've got used to, hasn't it?
Yeah.
To be fair.
And we're 34 minutes in, well, nearly 35, having a quick water break on the side.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva looks like he's pulled something. We're going to analyse him before they send him back out, I think. Yeah, quick water break. I've never seen this before, a water break in a final. I don't know if this happened last season. I probably did. I've probably just missed it. But maybe that's the thing now. They get to have a little water break, a bit of a chill.
Yeah, the searing heat, maybe.
Maybe. Although I've seen much hotter conditions in both like South Africa and Brazil, where they were playing through crazy times. Mind you, this might be a lead up to the World Cup in a year or so, because obviously Qatar is obviously famous for its desert-like heat. So, especially at Christmas time, weirdly enough. Yep. So we will see. But it just showed you there quickly how Thiago Silva went up with Phil Foden and just landed slightly on his side. It wasn't Foden's fault at all. He just went up with him. Looked like he might have landed awkwardly for Silva. So they'll probably check him out for the next 10 minutes before their second half.
Yeah. And we are about to get back underway. Players resuming.
Back on the pitch. I was going to say, when we played over the field, we never had half-time drinks like this or quick drinks in half an hour. We kept playing, didn't we?
Yeah, if you wanted to drink, you had to go and goal.
Yes, that's right, yeah. As soon as you were heading towards goal, that was it. You took your place.
Yeah, and then you were buggered until someone else was so desperate for a drink. Well, I've got to give up, got to go and goal.
Oh, dear. Good times. So Man City back on the ball. They're at the halfway stage of the pitch. Good passing around again. But man, if you look at Chelsea, they're on them straight away, aren't they? Not giving up. Now Kante's won it. That's how you do it. Now they're on the attack. Kante's through. It's 4-on-3 initially. Well, now just brought back. Is that Havertz?
It was Havertz. Went for the cheeky turn, but good tackle.
Very good tackle there. Kept the ball out. Really good with the header up. It's gone straight back to Bernardo Silva, I believe that is. And it's De Bruyne. Is he going to take a wildy shot? No, he's not. He's decided to play it clever. He's gone down to... Is that Mahrez? It is. Mahrez in the box now. He's crossing it in straight to Mendy.
Yeah. Mendy keeps the ball, calms it down. Smart.
You know what? I really love how Mendy's come into this squad, and he's put in some really, really great performances and boss performances for Chelsea. So what happened with Kepa, of course? Not saying Kepa's a bad goalkeeper, but he just wasn't feeling it sometimes, was he? So Mendy's coming well and doing a great job, in fact.
Yeah, Kepa was actually a very good keeper. He's just a bit of a hothead, which was costing them goals. Yeah, unfortunately for him.
Yeah. And as for a quick check on Silva, Silva's now down on the ground again. He looks like he's struggling there.
Looks like they're subbing him off. He can't. He's not going to survive any longer, which is a shame.
It is.
In the first half of the Champions League final.
No, you must be gutted about that. But this is where it happened. It shows the jump up again. Again, nothing anyone did. He just that dropped down to his feet. It could just be a quick muscle rip. That was it. He's singing there to sub off, isn't he?
Yeah.
But shame for him.
Yeah.
If obviously Chelsea will go on to win this, obviously he'll come back out, no doubt, to pick up the trophy.
Yeah.
But he's absolutely devastated. He's got the T-shirt over his head, poor lad.
Yeah.
And how many opportunities is he going to get? You know, at his age.
Yeah, exactly. But he's off. Andreas Christensen is on.
Yes, indeed. Number 4 for Chelsea coming on. Great opportunity for him, of course. Step up to the plate now.
Stake his claim. Well, he should have started in the first place.
Indeed. That's what I like about some players. You know, they're eager to play again, aren't they? They don't understand why they're subs in the first place, and that's when you know you've got a player that going to put in the all for you. So fingers crossed he does well for them now. So Mendy's on the ball, coming up to the 40-minute mark, 5 minutes away from half time.
Yeah. The orange break.
It is indeed. They've just had a break, haven't they?
Yeah. There'll be a couple of minutes added on for that Thiago Silva incident, obviously.
Yes, of course, yeah. Indeed, they will. So Kante winning the header in the box.
Forward again.
Yep, Havertz pass over. Here comes Ben Chilwell, prowling down, tries to get in the box, down to Werner. Oh, bad touch. Bad first touch there for Werner, unfortunately. Didn't have enough to bring it down. Yeah. Man City tried to play the ball out, but back to Aspilicueta on the halfway line. Back to Christensen. And then back to Mendy, indeed, yes. Straight back to the start.
Yeah, that'll do Christensen's confidence good, though. A couple of early touches, passes that have found the mark.
Yeah. Moves it out, Mendy, straight to the left to Chilwell. Straight on to Havertz, who's in the midway point. Oh, great little kick there. Showing off a little bit.
Yeah.
Back heel. You'll love a cheeky back heel.
Yeah, with that Hollywood crossfield ball.
Indeed.
Like watching myself.
Straight to James.
And
Chelsea,
Chelsea now controlling the ball well out to the left wing. Havertz and Chilwell team up really well on that left wing. You know. They
do. There's a good passing back and forth. Vital, really, to have some good passing in any game, but especially something like this, could have that connection.
And they've tried the Hollywood ball again. This time it's headed out of play by Man City.
Indeed.
Take a look at a disconsolate Silva sitting on the steps.
Yeah, he's good, isn't he, that lad?
Yeah.
When you think, obviously, a bit younger than us, of course, so he's still playing. But, I mean, just to think, being our age, getting a chance to play in a Champions League final, and then obviously then pulling something, just a small pull, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I bet he just hopes that Chelsea can go on and win it. Maybe we could do Ronaldo, what he did in the Euros all those years ago in the final.
Maybe.
You know, we will see. Mind you, Ronaldo's a beast anyway. He's a different beast. And there's Bernardo Silva, focusing on him. He's had a good season for Man City overall. He's had more starts this season, which is good for him. Christensen now back to Mendy in defence. Back to Christensen. Overall, the game's not been a boring 0-0. A lot of passing. A couple of opportunities.
Yeah.
Mendy had the ball.
Bye.
On the ball there. Good cross through. Oh, straight for Havertz. 1-on-1, surely. It's through goal. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's in.
It is. It's there.
It's in for Chelsea. 1-0. The Chelsea fans are going wild.
That's well they might.
Oh. What a... I mean...
Loving it.
Oh, we've got to see the replay. I don't know if that was a mistake by the defence or whatever, but through on goal. Ricocheted off Ederson. I think Ederson did well to close him down, but just got through open goal.
Bye.
Wow, that was a good goal. And obviously you see someone there sporting a Zola shirt. That takes me back.
It does.
Good ball from Mendy to the middle. Yeah. Good passing again. Like you said, Chilwell's doing really well with the passing.
That was.
Look at that, straight through the middle. There's no defenders in the middle. Where the defence was, I don't know.
Opened up like so free. And it's Ederson unlucky. He got a hand to it. Wasn't enough.
Yeah. Just skips it away from Havertz as well. Yes, that's it. So Chelsea take the lead. Wow. And there we
Throws
go.
it
So
into
let's
the empty
update
net.
our scorer.
So there we go. Chelsea 1, Man City 0.
Oh, it's all started just like we thought it would. Right.
And this, this is huge. Right before half time, Man
Right
City
before
have
half-time.
to come out in the second half and really go for it.
Yeah.
Should mean we should be in for a hell of a second half, you would hope.
Well, you'd think so now, because now Man City have got to come out and really go for it now, haven't they? They've kind of got no choice really, because they can't go in or go too dangerously with that.
Nope.
So I'm just going to update the scoreboards. So if you've just joined us, Liverpool, not even in it. Chelsea have just scored to make it 1-0. There we go. That should be updating your screens very shortly. There it is.
Yeah. That's nice goal. Very nice goal. Lovely ball. Good run.
But look at that space in the middle.
Well, I was just about to say, we've praised and praised and praised the Man City defence.
Yeah.
And they go and do that.
Yeah. That's not like the Man City defence to leave such a big gap, is it, really?
It's not at all.
Bread and butter, really, for Havertz there. Header out. That's their game, their chance to keep going.
Yeah. Now will Chelsea just try and batten down the hatches, you think? All out defence, park the bus, Jose style? Well, as I say, they're attacking right now.
On the go, yeah. James is running forward. Sterling's staying with him. They can't afford to go 2 down. Not now.
And Chelsea smartly play it back to the defence.
Well, they've got that 1 goal, haven't they? Just moments before half time, just what they needed. We've had a comment, who will win, City or City? Well, at the moment, it's not looking like it's City. Half-time, obviously, should be a good team talk. Fingers crossed for them, of course. They'll turn this around. But 3 minutes of added on time. They've got a chance here. Oh, hold on. No, I didn't quite. But we will see. We will see. I think City have got a good chance to turn this round. They're not unknown for it. But at the moment, Chelsea are playing really well.
Well, I mean, if there's one team you'd hope that would turn it around. It'd be City, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Chelsea, the underdogs, as we say, they've beat them before.
It's mad anything, eh? They lost the FA Cup final, of course, to Leicester. They lost the last game of the season to Aston Villa. But they turn up tonight, ready to go. The big occasion.
Yeah.
Team for the big occasion. You say that the FA Cup was a big occasion, wasn't it? But never mind. James is on the ball now, over to the right. Kante's on the right wing. An unfamiliar position for him.
Oh, no.
Over to Werner.
Yeah. Full clipped into Werner in the box, who's just kind of fluffed it wide. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Bit on the chest, but not quite quite Torres-esque back in the day.
Well, he took it down well. Nice chest control.
I thought I was going to go in, but Thiago Silva pointed like he wants to go back on, but unfortunately not. It's not how the rules work. If you played ice hockey, there's an opportunity, I think, or basketball, but not in football. So approaching half-time now. We're coming up to the second minute of a 3-minute injury time. Is it injury time, or would they call it something else now? I don't know.
Just overtime, I guess.
Overtime. Overtime. We're going in overtime, guys. It did make me laugh when we're talking about like the American way of doing football. Obviously, the penalties years ago when it first stopped in the MLS is where they used to run one-on-one with the goalkeeper instead of having a penalty, which was quite unique. Very much like what the NHL used to do. But jokingly, they put out a thing called multi-ball. So you throw about 50 balls on the pitch and see what happens. And I thought that was amazing when they made that suggestion. It'd be quite funny to see how that would go.
It would.
Multi-ball.
Can't imagine it'll take off in the Premiership.
No, I don't think it would. You're right. It wouldn't quite work out, would it? But high-scoring games, though. You imagine it'd be like a rugby game all over again, wouldn't it?
You wouldn't fancy being a keeper in those kind of games.
No blooming way. Yeah, probably take the goalkeepers out just for a bigger laugh.
Yeah.
But I think the game would be over, wouldn't it, in 5 seconds? Everyone just shoot.
You could give them those smaller goals, the really small goals you play in for skill games.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That'd make it worth it. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, back to the game. Coming to the last seconds now. Referee's probably going to blow up for half time. There it is.
Yeah.
Half time has been blown up, and it's Man City 0, Chelsea 1. Both teams played well. I think Chelsea have obviously played better and deserved the lead. Havertz is the goal scorer. Thiago Silva's come off, unfortunately, with injury. Only one yellow card, and that was Ilkay Gundogan. Overall, not a bad final so far. What's your thoughts, Nick?
Yeah, good first half. End to end. A lot more end to end than I thought the game would be. Actually, I was expecting Chelsea to just sit back and try and hit them on the counter, but they've really gone toe to toe with City, and they've been the better team.
Yeah.
So scoreline's fair. They've been miles the better team, but they have been the better team. So 1-0, it's fair.
Yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good. Yeah, I'm hoping for an even more exciting second half.
Indeed. Well, we're going to leave you to it for half time. Go and get yourself a drink, maybe get yourself something to eat, go and visit the restroom perhaps. And we'll see you back for the second half. So we'll catch you in a bit.
Ooh. I'm still on the phone anyway. What? Yeah. Alexa, lights on.
Okay.
And we are back.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, so obviously the first half is done with 1-0 to Chelsea. Just on the stroke of half time. I kind of agree with Rio said, really. If anyone was watching it, if you're watching yourself, Nick, obviously with Zinchenko not quite defending as well as they should be. But yeah, looking good so far for Chelsea. And they're playing really well too.
They are, yeah. And obviously, we've still just got the analysis going on at the moment.
Yeah.
Again, game will be getting back underway in just a minute or two, I'd have thought.
Indeed, yes. It's just hitting 9 o'clock now, so it should be. Might be a slight delay over there, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, there was 3 minutes overtime, wasn't there? So we'll allow for that.
Well, indeed,
or extra time, if you will.
Yes. Obviously, our predictions of Man City winning is not looking quite on the cards right now, but you did say there's going to be a 1 goal. So for Chelsea.
I said 1-1 at full time, which, that looks like a strong possibility, I would say, at this point.
I'd say it's better than my 3-1. Unless, obviously, Man City have a brace all of a sudden and just getting, loads of goals in. But just showing a quick replay of the goal. Great ball from Mason Mount. Again, defence was all over the place. Averts through on goal and a nice finish. If you are watching along with us, obviously, thank you for watching us. Drop us a comment if you want to add anything to this stream. We'll give you a shout out, of course. And if you want to watch the game, it's absolutely free. If you haven't got BT Sports on the YouTube channel of BT Sport, you can watch it next to us. Cut out whoever's commentating on there. Obviously, we're not listening to that. We're watching this and listening to ourselves, aren't we, Nick? So we're doing quite well at that.
Yeah, I think so.
Gallagher in the hood, literally.
Well.
Hidden between the fans. I wonder if any of them know he's actually there. Probably a few.
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Man City looking like they're going to need help now. Chelsea are approaching the gate, says Abraham, of course. I still feel bad for him.
Yeah, well, not even in the squad. I mean, if you're Tammy Abraham, do you ask for a move away at the end of this season?
Well, at this point, depending. I mean, your value right there says it all. If you've not even been picked for the squad, it's going to happen with anybody. But isn't there number 9? Isn't he number 9 for Chelsea?
Yes,
so
indeed,
number 9 was an important number, I remember. So there
it's
you
just
go.
Happened, though, isn't it? It's just a new manager. She doesn't fancy you. Unfortunate.
100%. Yeah, maybe it is time for a change for him. Let's go through a few of my personal messages. Hello to everybody watching. I know a few of you are watching, so thank you for tuning in. So we'll obviously no doubt hear me throughout the podcast as well. A podcast or streamcast or video cast or whatever you want to call this. Yeah. I know it is something. It's an experience.
Well, yeah. The Pixel Pagan fans moving across.
What did he say? The Pagel. A bit like a bagel, more so than a bagel. But yes, endorsed by me, of course. The Pixel Pagan, the Pixen. I'm saying it wrong now. Pixel Pagan, Pixel. What the hell was that? But yeah, we'll get there eventually. But yes,
I just noticed we've been streaming for exactly 100 minutes.
Yes, indeed, yes. 1 hour 40 on my record, but yeah, 100 minutes if you like your minutes. So,
although of course the first 30 minutes was just the screen.
Yes, the screen and silence. So, which some people may prefer, funnily enough.
Well, I'd imagine most people prefer silence to Steve McManaman's commentary.
Yeah, is it Steve McManaman commentating?
I'm not sure. I'm assuming so because it's BT, isn't it?
It is. This is true.
It's Steve McManaman or Michael Owen. Pick your poison. 2 dullards.
Michael, obvious Owen.
About us, yeah.
But yeah, we offer a bit of flavour. Oh, Glenn Hoddle. I don't mind Glenn Hoddle. But yeah, we offer a bit of flavour, don't we, compared to former football players. We're probably a bit more judgmental, I'd say, more so than we. But, there we go. Looking good from this angle. So there we go. So we are off on our way. No changes at half time. Only Christensen come on, obviously, for Thiago Silva just before half time. I'm just confirming they're good ones. The only one on the yellow card. But I think Aguero will make an appearance quicker than he probably expected, to be honest.
So if it gets to 60 minutes and they're still losing, Pep will ring the changes, no doubt.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can't see any other way, to be honest. But now we've got Man City attacking to the right, and as we look at the screen, of course, and Chelsea kicking to the left. So here we go. So De Bruyne to Sterling on the far wing. James hustles him down.
Yeah.
Sterling complaining, but it's not the first time.
It's another cheap foul they've given away, though. And
it is.
A string
these
of
little
these.
silly ones. This will be where the problem lies.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see if Mahrez is good on the left ping, isn't he? So we'll see if he pops one in.
Yeah.
But no, it looks like he's De Bruyne.
Well,
looks like
De Bruyne can always call rank over free kicks, can't he?
Yeah, let's face it. I think he's earned it, hasn't he, over the years? Was that Phil Foden over the ball as well? I see.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we will see. The free kick is imminent. No one's in the box, but they're probably going to be now. But no, Rudiger's the first one. Oh, no, it's not. It's Kante, the first one to the ball.
That's the first man as well.
First man on there.
That position to not even be the first man, it's awful, really.
That was a really bit of a, that was really quite bad, really. Bad defending. Not bad defending, bad attacking, sorry, from Man City's standpoint.
Yeah. You expect more from De Bruyne, a lot more.
Could have been Zinchenko. I keep getting them mixed up. So you never know.
Safe to say, if it's a dangerous free kick into the box, it's De Bruyne.
Yes. And John Stones on the midway stage. No, it's nicely. Mahrez is approaching the ball. Taking on two. Good defending there. Kante's in again. Great defending. Now back to John Stones. To Gundogan. Over to the left to Zinchenko. Over to Sterling. So they're passing the ball around to the right. James is on him straight away. Good tackle there from James. Kante's in. He's got the ball and he's starting to fly forward. He's been hustled away by Sterling. He did well to get back then, Sterling.
He did. Good defender from Sterling. Good work rate.
Yeah. Which is what you want to see, don't you? Especially
for he doesn't get enough credit for that, to be fair. As I say, I haven't been impressed with him this season, but his work rate defensively has improved tenfold.
Yeah. Yeah, he's improved that part of his game, hasn't he? An all-rounder. But crossing the box straight to Mendy's hands, and he lies down on the ball.
And why wouldn't he at this stage?
Indeed. Drag as much time as possible. Obviously, Chelsea would like to probably bag a second, but comfortable there, really, for Mendy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
he'll take that all day.
I think there's one thing that will go in Chelsea's favour over the two teams is obviously Man City in their big first ever European final. I think it's their first ever of all time, not even another European final. Whereas Chelsea have had this before, different players, of course. But I think Chelsea are kind of well equipped to handle a big game like a final. Okay, we call back to the Leicester game and the FA Cup final. But you'd also argue that this is probably more important to them than an FA Cup final.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't play badly in that Leicester game. Let's face it. It was a bit of a Kasper Schmeichel wonder show that won that game.
It was, unfortunately.
On a rocket ship of a goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, world-class keeping display and a world-class winner. I mean, they didn't play badly. They pretty much they had all of the ball in that final.
Yeah. So they did enough, didn't they? But just not quite enough to finish it, unfortunately, for them. But back in it, and James is doing well. He's holding off Sterling at the moment. James, he's doing a heck of a job.
He's been the man of the match for me so far, James.
Yeah, he's been fantastic, and he's stepped up. Changing hairstyle as well, sporting a new do.
Yeah.
So I wish I could change my do. I've got no do at the moment. I'm just tying my hair up. That's my do. That's all I've got to do.
Very Gareth Bale-esque.
I wish, goodness me. So Chelsea on the ball now. And I think Man City, they seem to be a little bit more panicking them now. Foden's running on the ball.
Yeah, no, we didn't see this in the first half. They're closing down Chelsea, whereas before they were just, I just have the ball.
Yeah, too much freedom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Chelsea are playing really well. And we just seen a stat minutes ago where Man City have only got, 40 more passes, 250 odd passes compared to Chelsea's 220 odd.
How often do you see that in a game that involves Man City?
Exactly. That's what tells me about the nervousness, I think. I think that's where you see Chelsea a little bit more prepared than Man City when it comes to this. And those passes alone, like you say, normally it's Man City on 400 something, isn't it? And everyone else on about 100. So, so far, so good. So if you just joined us, we are on the 51st minute and 35th second of the second half. As we see, Kante just got the ball well. But Man City plays down. I didn't see which Man City player he did touch. But yeah, that was it. And obviously, thank you for joining us if you are watching, or even if you're watching on the replay. We're on 51 minutes and 51 seconds if you're watching the watch along as well. So this game is also free on BT Sport. We haven't got this next to us, unfortunately, due to copyright laws and licenses and all that mumbo jumbo nonsense.
I did give Paul the money to get the license, but he sadly frittered it away.
I did indeed. Kebab and chips was worth more to me than getting the game on. But yeah, it's mad, when you think of licenses and stuff like that. If you're broadcasting a game that's, I suppose they want the views for themselves, of course, but we're highlighting the same game. It shouldn't seem to be a problem, but unfortunately, it's the way the world works. Yeah. So here we are. Man City slowly building up in defence again. Kyle Walker on the right hand side. See, Walker's kind of lost his flair over the years, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's dropped down a little bit from where he was.
Yes.
So poor pass from Man City, trying to set the runner away.
What a ball through, but I tell you what, that was close. Ruben Diaz again with a great tackle, got his boot in just when he needed to, and his left boot as well. That could have gone one way or the other, but he had confidence.
We have a comment from Paul Williams. Of course, our old school chum.
Of course. Sean Gota. Well, do you know what? That is a blast from the past. I think the majority of Man City fans wouldn't even know who he is. But the old school fans would know. I'd like to see Sean Gota in a Champions League final. It would be an interesting experience, wouldn't it? Big shout out to Sean if he's watching.
Well, of course, Sean Gota is where that saying started. Feed the goat.
Feed the goat, of course, yes. The original goat. Yeah, I don't think Sean Gota is
more and more animated, getting more and more panicked as this game goes on.
Yeah, he is in it. I think it's a little bit of worry starting to set in. Chelsea getting a bit of a thing now. They've called a foul. Gundogan not happy with that. It's only a little kick to the ankle, but it was enough for him to go down. And Havertz is going to go down. You get a kick to the ankle like that, or just above the shin. Looked like he twisted his foot a bit there before he went down, Havertz. So there we go. Let's see what Chelsea can make of this. Can they make it too? The Chelsea fans seem confident. Very confident indeed. Ederson looks like he's a bit panicking. But it's all right. Cross is coming in. Looks like Ben Chilwell's going to whip one in. Can this be the stage for Vernon to get on the end of it? Just waiting patiently now for him to get the cross. Here it is. Cleared easily, really. And they've gone back to the Man City defence. Really go hoofs it. Hoof. Straight up the pitch.
And straight out of play.
Straight out of play.
Well, Chelsea will take that at this stage.
Well, indeed.
Just kick the bloody thing out of play, as Mike Bassett would say.
Yes, exactly right. Good old Mike Bassett.
If you don't know what to do, just kick the bloody thing up in the air.
Yeah. Heck of a film if you haven't watched Mike Bassett. Great film and a great series too.
Yeah.
So, De Bruyne is down. It looks like in a host of pain. So Rudiger's down. Was it a clash of heads maybe?
Looks like it. He's reaching for a card.
Yeah, it looks like he is reaching for a card, doesn't he? Oh no, this is not looking good for either player really. But De Bruyne is highlighting mostly. Rudiger's he's got up on his he's on his booty now, just trying to focus. Let's see what happened. Ooh, are coming together there. That was a proper clash, wasn't it? I mean, you run into Rudiger, you're going to get hurt. Cool. But no heads were hit by the look of it. I think it was just a daze.
Yeah.
So it might have just winded him, I think.
Rudiger basically just stood there and let him just run into him.
Like a wall.
Have a go,
There's,
sir. Oof.
Rodri on the subs there, and obviously Jesus also waiting for a chance. Who'd you go for, Aguero or Jesus to come on?
I'll bring them both on at this point if you need a goal.
Go full on attacking, ultra attacking. Yeah. Rudiger's received the yellow card there. Was that for the block?
I think so. I mean, it's obstruction, isn't it? Just clear as day.
It is, yeah. Just kind of obstruction. I think he might have hit his shoulder, De Bruyne might have hit his shoulder. Rudiger's shoulder. That's what maybe dazed him. A couple of fans have made the camera. They're happy about it. But De Bruyne is still down, He's not looking good for him here.
No.
He's probably knocked in for 6. I remember taking little shudders like that when I played five-a-side, of course. It might only be minor. But I tell you what, if it shakes your head and you feel like a whack to the head, it just feel like you can't get up and can't move. You've got a dull pain in your head. It could have occurred that. Only slight, but it's enough to keep him down. Walker's trying to help him get up. Trying to hold his hand and look after him. God, it looks quite serious, this, doesn't it?
He used to throw the magic sponge on.
Magic. Stick an orange in his mouth, stick a sponge on his head. Yeah. Run it off, lad. Magic sponge. I mean, I've unfortunately, I think he is actually down injured and he's not looking very good because they're bringing a sub on now.
Yeah.
Often we've seen players in the past do this towards the end of a game when they've not been injured, but obviously to gain some extra minutes. But I don't think it is the case with De Bruyne. I think it is unfortunate that I think he's on his way off. Gabriel Jesus is coming on.
Well, he wouldn't stay down this long, would he, if he was putting it on, as it were?
No, he could definitely... And he's not the type of player to stay down this long either. So he looks a bit dazed and confused. Ruben Diaz is helping him up to his feet. Oh, look at the black eye. You see that?
Yeah,
he's got a shiner there, mate, and he's obviously very upset with this.
Yeah,
he's got tears in his eyes.
Yeah, you can't take any chances with head injuries this day and age.
What a shame. What a shame. I'm really gutted for him, Rivalry aside, I'm absolutely devastated for him. Oh, man, that sucks. Being you see the bruise above, just below his left eye. Yeah, he took a shoulder to the eye, unfortunately. And De Bruyne has come off. But I think he's probably more upset at the fact that he's had to come off in a final.
Yeah,
devastated.
So. He's coming off.
Goodness me.
Jesus is coming on for him.
Yeah.
They don't really play in the same position, though, do they? Jesus more of
a
winger/striker.
No. Sterling's been upgraded to captain.
Really?
This is what happens. It's like we had the same thing when, Liverpool, obviously we played Real Madrid. Obviously, Salah got sent off, took off early. He was also devastated. It's a shame when a big player has to go off like that. Or any player, really, but especially someone like that. Could that be handball?
Man City is screaming for the handball.
They are screaming for it.
Absolutely livid. Sterling, the new captain, leading the protests.
It's going back. Yeah, well, Sterling, he would, wouldn't he? Yeah. He would jump a handball, a potential handball. Of course, he's going to claim for that, being especially the captain as well.
Referee just smashing his own arm for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what he's trying to indicate. But...
I think he's saying ball to arm, maybe.
I mean, it wasn't like it was right next to it, was it? He had a bit of distance that ball came.
Yeah, VAR is involved. They're doing a potential penalty check, so the game could be called to a penalty in a minute. Man City on the ball at the moment currently until the checks are done. I tell you what, touch and go that. No pun intended.
Yeah. De Bruyne is going to be even more devastated now if it is a penalty because, of course, he would have took it.
Indeed. No, check over. No penalty.
No penalty. Chelsea fans loving that.
Controversial moments happening. Well, they've got 30 minutes to turn this around, Man City. Ooh.
Blazed over.
Yeah, not like the Foden we've watched.
No.
He's still trying to explain now.
Yeah, young player like Foden is going to be feeling the pressure. Great player, but first Champions League final,
Well, this is the thing. I mean, it's all right. Say it's all right winning Premier Leagues. It's not easier to do that either. But it's a case of 38 games to win a Premier League, and League Cups. Yeah, great. FA Cup's great. But at the same time, you're in the biggest club competition in the world now, and you're in the final of it. It's the big occasion. Nerves. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. I think Man City's nerves have kicked in. You got the odd player with a bit of confidence, but Chelsea just seem just a lot more established, in my opinion. Here we go. Good passing around. City heading their way out. Oh, dangerous play there. And it's gone off for a throw-in. Looks like Chelsea are heading for a second substitution. So they were struggling before, and I've just overheard there, and obviously now with De Bruyne, this is going to be difficult for them now. But this is the chance to step up, guys.
Yeah, this is where your big players who don't necessarily get the headlines have to step up.
100%, yes. Yeah. Chip up over to the left-hand side. Out, John James. James done such a solid job keeping away from Sterling. Now it's a run here. Havertz passes it to James. In fact, he's come up.
Yeah.
But Jorginho. Been a bit quiet, Jorginho. The odd pass here and there. Not a lot said about him.
No, but he's just doing what needs to be done.
He does, yeah. That's it. And a header back to goal from Kyle Walker. Yeah. Interesting final. Man City now, we're going to see what they're made of. We know what they're made of in the Premier League and everything else. And we've seen the build-up to this. 1 draw, 11 wins, 1 draw. So the most informed Champions League team out of the two, but it doesn't always work in a final.
No.
Good passing around. They're starting to get a momentum now. A little bit. Passing it around again. Zinchenko on the ball. No, I definitely know it's Zinchenko. Straight over to Sterling. 1-on-1 with Phil Foden. Good cross out there. Okay, so it looks like, is it Fernandinho?
It is.
Coming on for Bernardo Silva. Interesting.
You're
okay, so control the midfield more.
Surprised that's not Aguero coming on.
I know. No, he's got to be the last sub. He's got to be. Surely. Well, if it goes to extra time, don't they get an extra 2 subs? They get 5 altogether now, don't they?
So, yeah.
So there's a chance. Oh, Pulisic. Do you know what? I was wondering where he was. So he's finally making an appearance. He's going to come on shortly. But Man City on the ball again. Bernardo Silva has come off for Fernandinho. The holding midfielder position will be on, but Fernandinho will go forward as well. So he has his moments. We'll see if this pans out. Passing in defence, of course.
Man City just starting to control the ball more again. Getting a bit more confidence.
Yeah. Fernandinho. I think that's probably what they did to bring him in, to build that confidence back up again. On the ball now, good passing around, back to Kyle Walker on the right.
Yeah.
And again, but I've been very impressed with Chelsea's pressing. They're on them as soon as they get the ball, they're on them.
Yeah, they've had no time at all, have they, to play their usual calm passes.
Yeah, I think that's vital. I really do. So, no foul, good tackle. Yeah. Chilwell on the ball.
Hoof.
Hoof. Good old-fashioned hoof. And, Chelsea are going to play on, I think. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
It's got one of the players got whacked, but again, because they carried on playing on, he got back up again.
Yeah, what a surprise.
I think had Man City got the ball, I think he'd stay down for an extra second or so. It's getting a bit feisty now. Man City on the panic and Chelsea getting a bit fighting and all.
Yeah.
Referee's pointing out where a free kick could have gone, I suppose. Let's see if it was as bad as it looked, Jorginho. Ooh, I tell you what.
Bit of a stamp on the foot there.
Yeah, could have been a yellow card easily for Fernandinho. Yeah, he got away with that one.
Niggly fouls. Very much a Willow special in our circles. Little niggly fouls.
Yes. Little kick to the ankle. Timo Werner is coming off for Christian Pulisic. That is the sub. Not worked out for Werner, unfortunately.
No. Turbo Timo not had the best of nights, unfortunately.
No.
Should
No.
have scored,
not
of course,
for
in
him.
the first half. Big chance.
Yeah. But it just goes to show, doesn't it? All that money thrown at you doesn't have to make you a big player. But we'll see what Pulisic brings to the table now. They've got another good penalty taker on if it does go to that. So, we'll see. Going to one now. Passing it out to the left. Oh, so not quite got it. Over to calls a foul. Chelsea kicking it away a little bit. So it could be a bit of an in-swing away out, of course. That's another foul James has given away. He's been a great tackle, of course, by Rudiger just earlier on. Showing that on the replay.
There's De Bruyne and his black eye. Look at the ice pack.
Yeah, the old ice pack.
Looks like he's gone 10 rounds with Pixel Pagan and Virtual Boxing.
Virtual boxing, yes. Shout out to JVC. Way back when. Good to see the fans wearing masks as well, respecting their fellow humans in the crowd.
Well, I think it's more of a case they had to, or they wouldn't be allowed in.
Well, that's true, yeah. Yeah, this is true. Concern showing now on Pep's face. Pep's been obviously been into not had as much success when he was at Barcelona, obviously in the finals. He's been known as the manager who can only do it with Messi. This was opportunity to prove the critics otherwise.
Well, of course, if he loses this game, that accusation only gets stronger.
It does indeed. Yeah. So, what are we on? 67 minutes and 45 seconds. We are in.
Man City
Man City
breaking at pace.
Oh, it's good for Foden in the box at least. Cross in. What a great pass for Laqueta. Fantastic. And that's the experience coming out in him right there. And he was onside as well by Mahrez, the cross. So a quick corner.
Yeah. Oh, given away needlessly.
Here we go.
Chelsea
coming on the counter. He's got a tackle, I was going to say. He had to.
What? Not a card?
Not a card. Not in a throw in. Not in a free kick even. So Kyle Walker did get to the ball then. Well played by him.
I mean, from my angle, I looked at card and all day.
It's funny that, because when I remember playing Pro Evo with you, you'd always put off a last gasp tackle. Stop me from scoring. But more seriously, Asper Laqueta was down holding his knee. Looks like an inch of pain. Probably twisted it a bit, perhaps. Let's see what happens here. Jesus gets past
knee
him.
On knee collision there.
Knee on knee, indeed.
Brutal.
I think it was 5-1 half a dozen over, isn't it? Or 6-1 or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's no intent there, accidental, but it's bloody painful when that happens.
It is, isn't it?
As you know, it was a regular knee basher.
Well, I had my moments. I was recalling the other day, just shortly, why Aspilicueta's getting seen to an old game we had when we were playing away, and I got an elbow to the face, and I blood all over my face, and the referee didn't do anything about it. That's the kind of football we used to play indoor. Smashing the nose, referee Cad said, play on. And blood was covering my whole mouth. Oh, yes. There's no messing around there. And I wasn't getting paid. In fact, I had to pay, I think, £5.60 because another player didn't turn up. So I had to pay extra.
A bargain in anyone's book.
Yeah, indeed.
20 minutes to be brutally fouled. No free kicks.
Yeah. Oh, I was so frustrated that game. I had no substitutes either. That was the worst. But anyway, back to the game. More importantly, to Man City, they're now on the prowl. Sterling's on the ball on the left wing, being controlled nicely by James yet again. Man marking him perfectly. He's got hold of his arm here. He's got to be careful, James. Don't pull a foul. But they've lost the ball anyway. Back to Man City.
Yeah.
I tell you, that's the thing James has got to watch, because Sterling, he'll drag you into a foul. You've got to watch it.
Well, I was raising a good point there, Shady.
I tell you what, there's some cheek coming from one of our old players there. I say players, he used to watch from the side majority of the time.
And Sterling spreads it nicely. One shot.
Walker faked a shot. Well, you weren't going to shoot from there, surely. Now Mara's in the box. No, out again. I've always said, as long as you get in the box, anything could happen. Just got to get in that box. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Well, if you're like me, stay in the box. Ball possession. Overall, I think this is 56% to Man City to 44% to Chelsea, of course.
Yeah, it was more even in the first half. Obviously, since Chelsea took the lead, they've dropped back a little bit more.
Yeah.
As you'd expect, really.
Yeah, they've took the one goal. They'd be happy if they snuck a second, but I think now they're going to just try and... I think they'll just be defending for the second half here. I reckon this will be it.
Well, the longer it goes on, the more they'll drop back.
Yeah.
Which is always risky, of course. You don't want to drop too far back.
No. Ooh. It was a decent tackle there by Kante. Got the ball. Fair and square. Now the chance here. 1-on-1 here.
Waits for
Carl
support.
Walker's back in. He's through.
He's put it wide.
Oh.
It should have been 2-0.
Goodness me. Shows a sigh of relief there by Pep. Goodness me, that was so close. I thought this was it was a coming together. I don't think much of it.
Well, that's what Pep's moaning about, isn't it? The ball being put out of play. But, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the player just can't just go down and hold a leg or whatever, and then that's it. Game over. Until the referee did well to carry on. He didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Obviously, Gundogan's not out now, so he's obviously quite happy to carry on himself. So, yeah, fair comment.
Regardless of that, they played on and should have scored.
Indeed.
That miss might come back to haunt them.
Could happen. It could well happen. And here comes Jesus now. Or Jesus. I've never known how to pronounce the surname. It's always Jesus, so I remember. Now to Foden. He's crossed the ball in the box. Out by Aspilicueta. And kicked out again, but back into Foden's feet.
73 minutes in, and still no Sergio.
No. Oh, I tell you what. I'd have him ready. Because he's got that striker's instinct. You know, 184 goals.
Man City's greatest ever goal scorer, needing a goal in the Champions League final and still on the bench.
Yeah. He's taking his time, any Pep.
Checks in the post, chap.
Hey. Still is in the post, Willow. Still is in the post. It's a free ball. Can Sterling get onto this? He has. It's pulled it back in. Ooh, cleared. He did well to get onto that, Sterling. It was rapidly approaching the line.
Yeah, cleared by Chilwell, I think.
Yes, I think it was. Yeah, it was, yeah.
Man City starting to ramp up the pressure, though, now.
Yeah. I think it was needed, wasn't it? Because they were just sitting back far too long.
Just a bit of possession football from City, waiting to strike in their trademark fashion.
I need to do something real quick. We're approaching the 75th minute. Still Man City 0, Chelsea 1. Had a bit of drama. Both De Bruyne and Silva gone off for injuries, unfortunately for them. Chelsea doing well to hold on to the ball here. I mean, they're now approaching themselves. The counter's on. But Man City on them. This is what Man City should have been like from the start. Approach them straight away. Yeah. It must be so frustrating for City fans out there. But I tell you what, they're controlling this ball really well, Chelsea. Aspilicueta on the ball now. No one approaching him. No one just letting him run.
Trying for the ball over the top.
Over the top there from Kante, yeah. Ooh, headed out by Zinchenko. Back down to Pulisic. He's approaching the box. Again, no one's approaching him really. They're just holding off.
Well, just take as long as you want, fella.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? I think they're 1-0 down. And they're passing the ball quite nicely. In fact, a bit of pressure on Mount, but he controls it well. 1-2 with Pulisic. Goes for the shot. Poof. Flies way past the goal. Here he comes.
Here he comes. Sergio time.
Yes, let's see if he can make a dream come true for him.
Of course, the man responsible for that probably the most famous ever moment in the Premiership. That legendary commentary.
Oh, by all means, I honestly believe that is probably the in terms of football, the greatest Premier League moment. That, I mean, you'll never see that again, really. If you do, it won't be in our lifetime, probably. So, just a quick shine of the glasses. I can barely see. Getting a bit darker here. You can barely see me. You can just see me face. At the moment, the bright screen lighting me up. There we go. Back to Man City approaching the halfway line. Every player in the Chelsea half. It was not there. Is Edison. But
Give it 10 more minutes and he'll be in there as well.
indeed, yeah. I just wish you had like a FIFA radar, so you could see where the players are at.
Oh, of course, Paul Williams, a Man U fan. Not a big fan of that Aguero moment.
Of course, yes. Well, the season after they got Van Persie and reclaimed it, so fair play. But that moment, yeah.
You have another Man City corner here.
It is Mahrez who's going to swing it in on his left boot. We have no typical Mahrez touch and shot, have we? The way he'd pull it in.
He's barely had a touch of the ball, to be fair.
This is true, yeah. Here comes the cross in from Mahrez. Straight out.
Not even beat the first man.
No. Poor corner, really. Back in again. This looks better. Didn't quite get hold of that. And they're heading out. And controlled war now to Fernandinho. Surprised Sterling didn't give the captaincy to Fernandinho, because obviously a former captain, of course.
Well, yeah. Sterling doesn't really strike you as a senior type of player, does he?
No, he doesn't. But if he's earned it.
Well, yeah, I just can't really imagine he's someone who's going to rally the troops, as it were.
I think he might have been given I might be mistaken there. It looks like Fernandinho's got something yellow on his arm. It might actually been yeah, it does, I think.
Yeah,
I think he has actually been captaincy. There we go. Yeah, I just didn't see it from this high up. I'm 6,000 miles away.
Man City trying Hollywood pass, just smashed it out of play. Exactly what you shouldn't be doing at this stage.
Yeah. Now Man City fans know how us fans feel. The poorer clubs. We have to struggle and watch the big rich teams go ahead. He seems quite devastated, that fan, the Chelsea fan there, even though his club's 1-0 up. Probably a bit tense, really, I think, for him, if anything. I know what it's like when you're just one goal up, and you're holding. I get that feeling. It's horrible. And just going for any there. Kyle Walker going, looks like it's a goal kick as well. It is. De Bruyne has seen enough. He's heard Klopp's on the way calling. He's gone down to take the call. Obviously, De Bruyne, an ex-Liverpool fan. Whether he's still a fan, I'm not sure. They're probably not now. But here he comes. Is that Mason Mount? I think he's coming off.
I believe so.
Yeah. He's a heck of a shift in coming in for Kovacic.
Worked hard in this game, but hasn't done too much, Mount.
No. Great ball, obviously, for the goal. Well spotted, of course. But other than that, yeah. Just been passing. He's doing a job, I think.
Big player for England in the upcoming Euros, of course, Mount.
Yes, indeed. Vital for that. So coming into the last 10 minutes, you are watching the Frost Cinema Experience. We are live, not from Porto, just from the comfortable houses of ourselves, our bedrooms, as it were, as we're watching Chelsea approach the Man City penalty area. Well, they've gone back now. I'm saying that. Playing the ball much better, don't they? Ooh, kicking out.
Poor ball. Cleared.
Yeah, one more for that. So if you want to watch the last 10 minutes with us, hopefully something exciting happens. You can watch it on BT Sports YouTube channel or on the website. It's free, of course. And obviously keep the commentary down and watch us. Have us on the side. With a bit on the side for tonight.
Do you like a bit on the side, Shady?
I do. I do like a bit of stuffing with my turkey. So well, hopefully the fans feel the same. It's a throw-in coming in. Looks like James on the ball. It is. That's the Kante. Back to James over the bush. And over to
Just slightly overhit that ball.
Slightly at the top for Chilwell. Yeah, Chilwell's chasing it now. He's got Walker approaching him. He's gone down.
He's bought that free kick, hasn't he? Great play by Chilwell.
Yeah, see, he knew while Walker was coming in. So I know a lot of footballers get a lot of stick for going down easy and stuff like that. But when you know a player's coming in, you take it. You put your foot there. Walker went in. Whether he meant to or not, I don't know, but it still caught the foul. So clever play. Drawing fouls is part of the game.
Indeed.
James and Chilwell hovering over the ball. James is walking away. So it looks like it's Chilwell to whip one in. Be an outswing, I'd imagine, wouldn't it? If he's left-footed.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
it's over the bush. Straight into defence. Back to James. He's going to take a shot. He is. Oh, way out.
Oh, wide.
Yes. Wide Jorginho. There we go. So it's a goal kick. Edison's gone straight out now. They're going to try approach again from the back. And it's all back to square one for them. Ronaldinho holding up in the middle of defence. That's out to Kyle Walker, who's pressing a bit further in.
They're sticking with the whole passing it around the back, waiting for them.
They are, aren't they?
But, at some point, they're going to have to start launching it into the box. Time is running out for them.
It's fast approaching, isn't it? They're going to get some minutes added on, of course. But you'd want to get a goal before leaving it to the last second, wouldn't you? Or Aguero just imagine that for a moment. Scores last seconds of the game, just like he did against QPR.
Well, yeah, you'd have to do the shout this time.
I think I've got my lungs ready for that one. And Chelsea players going down now. Bit by bit, they keep going down. Man City rushing the ball to them so they can take the free kick. Pep's not looking happy about this. Would this be bit of a tackle there? To be fair to Rudiger, he rode it well.
He did.
But that was good old fashioned tackle. That good old fashioned get up as well. No messing around. Football from the 70s, that wasn't it? Good old fashioned tackle and a player getting straight up. Pretty much. Don't see that these days.
And just
Field.
bizarre ball there from Aspilicueta. Just
it was, yeah.
Forward.
If this results in a counter attack by Man City, then he might have to question himself. But at the moment, they're not going anywhere. Well, Hustle back to Edison, the goalkeeper, approaching 84 minutes.
Edison has just launched it forward, and how often do you see that?
Yeah, exactly. Desperate times. Zinchenko now on the left wing over to Sterling. Was it Aguero? Sorry. Again, I'm 6,000 miles away. These players are like ants on the football pitch here for me, so I can barely see where they are. But cross it from. What is good ball? Can he get it in? Can he get it in? It's over there. Oh, I tell you what. Had he got it over the goalkeeper there?
Yeah.
Good catch by Mendy though. Aguero over the bush.
Great keeping.
Yeah.
And Mendy's launched one forward himself, but intercepted.
Again, good pass. Bit cheeky, but a good pass nonetheless. I think Walker's stepped up the last 10 minutes. I suppose he has to. They all have to. Ronaldinho on the ball. Passing it around again. Chelsea doing well. With the press. Look at that. Straight away interception.
Yeah, the defence is really holding firm at the minute.
I tell you what, Chelsea have impressed me tonight. I've seen the highlights against that Villa game. I didn't think they were going to show up tonight. So they've proved me wrong. Over the bush. Ooh. Slides it to the left. Phil Foden's disappointed. Phil Foden very quiet. Again, I think nerves probably got to him. But
it was a nice box, but too hard.
It was, wasn't it? It was a bit too hard. I mean, it was a bit too much for him to get hold of. 100%. I tell you what, Man City have desperately missed would be likes of Company. I think had he been in defence today, his leadership, everything, I think it would have worked wonders for him. But alas.
Company alongside Ruben Diaz would have been some defensive lining, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Over the top. Head back. Ooh. And they're calling for a...
Well,
It's a
Aguero
goal
wants
kick.
a corner, but it's a goal kick.
Wow. Will this be Thomas's first Champions League? It will be, won't it? He's been in 2, I think. I think he's only been in the 2. Obviously manager of Borussia Dortmund years ago as well, but obviously he wasn't the manager then. That was Jurgen Klopp. So this will be his first final win. I think it's going to end up like this, you know.
That fan is delighted to be on the big screen there.
He is. You see the chewing gum in the teeth. Stop chewing for a camera spot. Chelsea fans are livening up now, aren't they? They feel it coming in. They think their team's done enough.
Yeah.
And to be fair, they've got every confidence to. Why not?
Well, no doubt they'll be ringing out that brilliant tune. You know the one that just says Chelsea over and over again.
Oh yeah, that's the one. Chelsea, 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 Chelsea.
It's a yellow card.
Yellow card. They're getting frustrated now, aren't they, City?
Yeah. Yellow card for Jesus.
Indeed. And I can't see which player's down, but obviously he's going to milk it, for a couple of extra minutes. Ooh.
Yeah, he did chop him down.
He did indeed. He's buying those couple of seconds. Aguero's like, get up. What final to win here, lad. Some young Chelsea fans there. Never known despair, unfortunately, for them. Never know what it's like to be a fan for decades and have despair.
Well, they will when Roman gets bored.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Chelsea get the ball back again. It's really not working for Man City, whatever they try at the minute.
Yeah, and I hate to say it, because obviously Man City had a great season in the end, but looks like they're big final bottle jobs here. If they could prove me wrong, great. I would have been proved wrong tonight, but
it looks
well now.
More like Chelsea, a lot more like to score second as opposed to an equaliser.
Yeah. I think the pressure was on more for Man City, of course. Obviously, expectations, the money they've obviously got. I'm not saying Chelsea are skint, but there just seems to be less pressure on Chelsea, I think. It's getting a bit fighty now.
It is.
Ball's back.
I think they've suddenly realised there's like a couple of minutes left.
Yeah. They've literally got 1 minute plus stoppage time. There you go, stoppage time, not injury time. What was I on about?
That's the one.
Finally got it only took us all game to think that. Went from overtime to injury time. It's really dark in my room. Christ alive, look at it. Light shining. Passing the ball around. This is not really desperate times to be doing that, Man City. You need to be getting the ball in. Even if it's just a nod.
Lines up a shot. No, he's gone for the pass.
He's going for the pass. Can he cross it? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Ball bumbling around in the box. It's messy, but it's finally cleared.
Oof, I sounded like an old Mini from the 70s then. Run. But
like Crazy Frog.
yes, of course. Oh, Crazy Frog, don't remind us of that. Goodness me. I think it went back to Crazy Frog's so old. Go back to when these two teams were battling for mid-table, weren't they?
Yeah.
Here we are.
And we've got 7 minutes of stoppage time.
Oh, bought and paid for. So let's see if they can make anything of it. They've not done anything for 90, so let's see if they can make the last 7 minutes count. Vital for Chelsea now to hold their wall.
Yep.
I tell you what, Mahrez, great tackle from Kante. He's such a good player, isn't he? I was unfortunately gutted when we didn't get him at Liverpool. He went to Chelsea from Leicester. But what a heck of a player. Now Havertz is on the ground, searching for worms. As we see a replay. I tell you what, they could have, Phil Foden could have, if he wanted to, he could have held his leg there and screamed because that ball, that foot went into his ankle quite harshly. You know, might have been looked at. But and it goes. And going out for the throw-in.
Yeah.
So we are in stoppage time, 1 minute, 20 seconds in out of 7. Man City on the ball, still trailing 1-0 to Chelsea. And it's been all Man City, really. A little bit of sparks from Chelsea, but it's been all Man City the last 20 minutes. And here we go. Here come the theatricals. Who was that? I don't know. He checks to see if Chelsea got the ball and then gets up because they do. He's not happy. But I think he realised he wasn't getting a foul there, so he quickly got up. Oscar Worthy.
Tossing the ball into the box.
Ooh. This is where a slight bobble elsewhere could make a goal, you know. Kyle Walker's going to try and launch a throw-in. He's going wide, I think, but look at this. It's going long.
It's what that famous Manchester manager used to say, squeaky bum time at this point.
Yes, on the red side, of course. In comes the throw-in. Oh, and it's out. Good old Robert Hoof.
Chelsea with no one up front, though, so it's just going to come straight back.
Yes. Last third of the pitch, every player in it. Edison back in.
Yeah.
And now back to Walker. Over the bush.
Again.
Quite enough again.
Straight back it's going to come.
Yeah. Solid defending from Chelsea. They're keeping it out.
Yeah, but they've won the ball there nicely.
They have indeed. And there's a chance here. Kante's on the ball. He's waiting for plays. He's waiting for support. He got tackled. And a cheeky free kick.
Yeah. Excellent play by Kante.
I tell you what a player. Thomas Tuchel firing up the fans. Must be in German blood. There's always something about that, isn't it? German manager getting the fans going. That young Man City fan. Not very happy, unfortunately.
Fernandinho looking a bit depressed. No, this is probably his last chance.
Probably is, actually, yeah. Didn't think about that, of course. Fernandinho.
48 now.
Yeah. We will see. We'll see how it goes. But Chelsea in the ball in the box, hopefully for them. No, it's out. And it goes out for a goal kick. And we're fast approaching the 4th minute. Oh, it must have been offside. Havertz is hanging by Edison. Making sure the free kick doesn't get taken quickly. And it goes. He's bought a few minutes there, a couple of seconds even. Over the top, straight out again. Great defending. Great defending there. Well, Rudiger, brilliant header. Rudiger's played well. I think he's played well as well.
Yes.
Jesus hasn't got the ball in. So, yeah, it goes out for a throw-in.
Back in the day, United would be thinking about getting going now. No problem.
Oh, yeah. Solskjaer.
They were, of course, famous for the late goals.
Yes, indeed. Still missed.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. But
I think Stones were not really good and caught him, maybe.
Aspilicueta's claiming there was an elbow thrown.
Yeah. He's probably saying to Rudiger, stay down for a couple of seconds. Yeah, he was squashed in the middle there. Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, no malicious intent there, but,
No.
Definitely a foul.
There it is. And we come up to 5 minutes.
These miserable-looking sods. Mendy launches it forward.
Good old hoof.
But straight out of play.
Play indeed. Buying some seconds. Obviously, if you've just tuned in, we're coming to the end of our broadcast. The last couple of seconds. It doesn't look like extra time is going to happen unless obviously a miracle happens here for Man City. They don't look like they're going to score at all, do they? I
mean, the way the game looks like they could play another 90 minutes and they wouldn't score.
Yeah,
they've played.
Yeah. So Chelsea have masterclassed them again. That's 3 times in a row. By the look of this.
Wait a minute.
Commentator's curse, maybe. Man City fans hope so. Well, turn him inside out. He didn't. And you know what? He stayed on his feet. He didn't go down.
Yeah, let's not forget Christensen came into this because of an injury. He shouldn't have even been playing, but he's played
Yeah.
really well since he came on.
He has a lot of responsibility as well to take up. Here it comes in.
Ball
Great
just
throw in
bobbling
there.
around the box.
Oh, here we go.
Shot
Oh,
just blazed wide.
that Morris's right boot though, not quite as good as his left.
I know a thing or two about
Look at that. Oh, I tell you what.
that. Shocking.
Yeah, that was a perfect gift for a shock face. She looked genuinely coming down to the last 30 seconds.
30 seconds, and
he taking his
he's
time.
going to take his sweet time with this kick, and you couldn't blame him, really.
Oh, no, that's right. Why not? Hoofs it in the middle. And throw it to Man City. 20 seconds.
They've got one last chance to launch it.
Oh, straight to Edison of all players.
Oof.
Can he score from here?
Oh, yeah. He's overhit it.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Let it go. Oh, no, he's held it in.
And he's held it, but it doesn't matter. It's over.
It's done.
Chelsea win the Champions League.
That is it. Chelsea are the champions of Europe.
Pep.
For the first time since 2012, Pep is devastated naturally. Chelsea fans are absolutely all over the place.
And you've got to say, really, it's tactically, they were woeful.
Oh, yeah.
Pep's got to take a lot of responsibility for that.
Yeah. Chelsea can't believe it. Europa League winners 2 years ago, of course.
Giroud's going to love collecting his medal after all the effort he's put into that.
Yes, of course. I do feel for Sergio. He's absolutely devastated.
Yeah, he was only given 10 minutes to make his mark. Didn't really have a fair crack of the whip there.
No. I bet you get some United fans taking pictures of that laughing, obviously, after what happened to them many moons ago. But I think this was probably his last opportunity. So I can't see that Barcelona team getting into any finals anytime soon. I don't think they've got enough in them.
Yeah. As Paul says, it's a shame Lampard didn't win with them.
Yes, I know.
Do you think if Lampard had stayed in charge, they would have won the Champions League final still? Or do you think it's purely the Tuchel effect?
I think it is the Tuchel effect. I think with Lampard, he obviously his heart was there with him, but I think that was about it. I think it was a step too far for him, to be honest, this early in his career. I think this has been, Thomas Tuchel, I think he got turned down many moons ago by someone like Fulham or something like that, I read. So, they're good now, obviously, but this is many moons ago when he's first starting out. But there he is. Second final in a row. He's won the second one with Chelsea. Winning as underdogs. I'll tell you what, Chelsea played really well. Standout players, I think Rudiger played well. Kante played well. Chilwell played well. Yeah.
James, man of the match for me, though.
Yeah, James. Yeah, 100%. 100%. He kept Sterling out, which was probably their biggest threat most of the game. He kept him out. Yeah. I say Hudson-Odoi there, just commiserating Mahrez.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the way it goes.
There's the name being engraved.
Indeed.
Chelsea, Champions League final winners once again.
Indeed. Do you know what, though? I bet Leicester fans are absolutely devastated. Because had they won that game and joined Liverpool, obviously, in the Champions in the top four, Chelsea fifth, they'd still gone through. It'd have been fine. Yeah. But I bet Leicester, I bet they're kicking themselves.
That's just the congratulations and hugging going on now.
It is indeed. I've zoomed in on Joe Cole. Rampant on the mic. Obviously happy, not sad, of course.
Coventry City legend, of course, Joe Cole.
Indeed.
And I suppose he played for Chelsea too.
Yeah, he was there. A couple of games. But I'm really happy for Kante. Oh my God, that player deserved this so much. Love that guy. But anyway, There we go. Chelsea are your champions of Europe. Yeah, I think that's pretty much pretty much it, really. I think nothing more to say. There's just the trophy lift, which obviously we still can't show you. So we can't show you anything. But there we go. So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. Those who have dipped in and out, thank you so much. We much appreciate it. Obviously, everyone who commented as well. Mr. Williams, I much appreciate your comments, as well as the other gent earlier on, Mr. Gandhi. Thank you also for commentating. Yeah, it's been a good game. I don't think it was a boring 1-0, but fair play to Chelsea. They fully deserved it. Any final thoughts from you, Nick?
Yeah, no, good game. Right winners. Better team won.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
100%. Well deserved, wasn't it? So there we go. There you have it. So we will be back with in a couple of weeks' time, preparing for the Euros in about 3 weeks.
Special.
All right.
Yes, it is 3 weeks. We'll have a preview, and then we'll probably be with you for the live games.
Indeed, we will. So until then, take care of yourself, look after each other, and we'll catch you down the road.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
Flippy flip.